Tottenham receive good news if they want to sign Eberechi Eze next year. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Before we dive into this update, be sure to press that subscribe button and keep up with all the latest news. Tottenham didn't manage to land one of their reported top targets this summer, but they may have another chance next summer as his release clause will be activated once more. One name that was continually linked with a move away was Eberechi Eze, but that move never came. Spurs were heavily rumoured to be interested in the playmaker all throughout the summer, and it was thought the Palace star had a £68 million release clause. But as per Fabrizio Romano, that clause expired and no transfer occurred. Now, it has emerged that the same release clause will be available again next summer, with a report from the Daily Mail claiming Eze will be a wanted man once more in a year's time. It is said the release clause consists of a base £60 million with a further £8 million in add-ons, and will reopen again at the end of the current season, leading to another summer of uncertainty for Palace and the player. However, it is thought Palace may yet open negotiations with Eze to try and get a new deal in place that could protect them. The fact Eze is still a Palace player this season came as a shock to many, including the club's chairman, who told Sky Sports, "I was really worried from a club point of view of losing Michael Olise and Eze in the same window, and we didn't have in Eze the interest that I thought we would have." I was astounded, genuinely astounded. I mean, the guy's just an outstanding footballer, an outstanding person. I think Eze would still be a great signing for us next year. He offers so much creativity, and his attacking returns would obviously be a benefit for any team. I was surprised we didn't move for him this summer, and I'd be even more surprised if we passed on him again next summer. Roy Keane says James Maddison has a big season coming up, with the attacking midfielder needing to respond in the right manner after being left out of the England squad for the Euros in the summer. Watching England in Germany, Maddison may have felt that he could have injected much more creativity into the side, with Gareth Southgate's men struggling to fashion opportunities for much of the tournament, even though they made it to the final. In the 3 matches so far this season, the 27-year-old has played like someone with a point to prove, producing the sort of enterprising and energetic displays we saw from him prior to his injury last year. Spurs fans will be hoping that the England international can sustain this form through the season as he remains the side's main creative fulcrum. Keane believes that the former Leicester man needs to step up over the coming months and backed him to produce the goods. The Manchester United legend told Sky Sports Football, "I have still got my question marks over Maddison, particularly away from home. There are always question marks over him. He has had a couple of disappointments in the last few months with England, but if you give him time and space, if Son is making runs in behind, that's up to Spurs to get some decent possession and use his intelligence. All he needs is 1 or 2 opportunities to get on it. I still think there is more to come from Maddison. That's where he needs to show his personality. He has had his disappointments. Every player in their careers will have setbacks. It's how he deals with it. The next few months are going to be big for him. Maddison is entering that age where great players kick on and take their game to the next level, and the attacking midfielder certainly has the right team around him, with Tottenham's system built to suit his strengths." According to a report in SportBILD, Tottenham were one of several Premier League clubs to express an interest in signing RB Leipzig striker Lois Openda in the summer window. Openda has been a revelation since swapping Lens for Leipzig last year, with the centre-forward finding the back of the net 28 times across all competitions in his first season at the Red Bull Arena. It has now emerged that several Premier League sides were keen on securing the 24-year-old's signature on the back of his prolific first season in the Bundesliga. Openda recorded 24 goals and 7 assists in 34 Bundesliga games last season, as well as another 4 goals in 8 Champions League matches. SportBILD claim that Spurs, Chelsea and Manchester United all came knocking about Openda's availability in the recent transfer window. The outlet adds that the interest in the player's services will grow if his development trajectory continues, but it is made clear that there is no release clause in his contract. The publication adds that Leipzig will thus demand a premium for Openda, with the centre-forward expected to cost in the region of £62 million. That figure is similar to the one Tottenham paid for Dominic Solanke, but the former Cherry star was proven in the Premier League and also homegrown, which might be why the Lily-Whites decided to pursue him instead. Lois Openda would be a fantastic signing for someone though, particularly a team playing a high press like Postecoglou's Tottenham. Lucas Bergvall admits it has been challenging to adapt to the pace and physicality of the Premier League, but reveals that the coaching staff at Tottenham have given him the confidence needed to play his natural game. Bergvall is seen by many in Swedish football as potentially the next big star to emerge from the nation, and one can certainly see why. Even though it is still early days for the 18-year-old at Tottenham, he has looked completely unfazed by any of the challenges so far, being one of the club's standout players in pre-season and impressing in his cameos in the Premier League so far. The teenager could now get a chance to shine on the international stage after being called up to the national team squad for Sweden's upcoming Nations League games. Manager Jon Dahl Tomasson revealed to Göteborgs-Posten last week that he has been keeping an eye on Bergvall at Tottenham and praised the way the youngster has adapted after making the huge step up. When asked about his manager's words, the Spurs newcomer has now told Göteborgs-Posten, "It's nice to be praised, of course, to be told that what you're doing is good, but at the same time, it's also a motivation to get even better. There are always things I can improve on." When asked if he has been surprised by anything at the North London club, Bergvall responded, "No, I wouldn't say that. It's more generally how professional everything is there. Everything is a step better, which maybe you could expect but didn't really realise." It is not just his national team coach who has praised Bergvall, but also Ange Postecoglou, who admitted last week that he has been impressed with the way the midfielder has understood what is expected of him. When asked about the Spurs manager's comments, Bergvall told Fotbollskanalen, "It feels good to be praised, it's incredibly nice and I feel like I've settled into the team well. I have been given confidence by the coaches and it feels like I have adapted well these weeks." It's a big step, and a big difference between two good leagues is pace and physicality. Then there is the game, where there is more quality on the pitch. It's been tough, but I've started well after pre-season. I've had 3 substitute appearances and will continue from there. Bergvall will have a steep learning curve this season, and we might not see the best of the midfielder until next campaign. However, it is quite evident already that he certainly possesses the talent to shine at the highest level. That's all for today's update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with all things Tottenham, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications on our latest content. Don't forget to like this video and share it with fellow Spurs supporters. Let's grow our Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for watching. And as always, come on you Spurs.